Olivia Carville, Kelsey Wilson, and Melissa Renwick of the Toronto Star unveiled the depth of human sex trafficking in Ontario and explained how it is systemic and entrenched. Considering the risk sex workers take in speaking up, their coup was in getting so many to talk about the drama and cruel reality each is living on a daily basis. This project displayed exceptional writing and outstanding reporting, delivered with compassion and sensitivity. Excellent research and data gathering led the Globe and Mail to valuable findings on missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. The series carefully laid out important facts that often contradicted what the public had been led to believe. It lifted the veil on the issue by investigating the root causes and trends, telling untold stories, and raising awareness through its high-profile coverage. The Toronto Star's deeply researched and well-written investigation of missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls is notable for unveiling facts that contradicted police assertions in many cases. The team humanized what was in danger of becoming a story on statistics by bringing readers to the heart of the communities devastated by the scale of these tragedies.
Wow, three such powerful and important stories, and especially here, as I said, on Treaty 6 land, and all three of those deserve to win, but I'm going to open the envelope and only one will. So let's see. For Project of the Year, the winner is the Toronto Star team for missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls.
Hello, Buzu, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much. Wow, look at this great team behind me. There's so many more of us at One Yonge Street and over here. I wrote a 6-page long speech, just in case, about an hour ago, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything prepared, but we should probably say something to mark this moment. I wanted to say that it feels a little odd for us to be collecting an award for something like this. This is a project we all believed in, but this is a project that was, we're writing about missing and murdered Indigenous women. And this is a project about our missing sisters. This is a project that came from 2 years ago from us talking about what are we going to do in response to the RCMP report that came out and said that there were 1,900 missing and murdered women. This project came from Jim Rankin as well, who thought that those numbers seemed a little strange and that we needed to find out some more information. So we did. We tried. We did many requests to the RCMP to get more information about those numbers. And it took us 16 months. And after 16 months of ATIPs, we got 2,000 pages of mostly redacted information. We were expecting that, so what we started to do was create our own database of names and numbers. And this really was an endeavor of so many of us in the newsroom. Our library was so helpful to us. We looked back over 40 years of articles. We split them up over a team of reporters. We all looked for names. We collected a database. And what we found was very different from what the RCMP reported. One of the findings that always comes to our mind was that the RCMP said 90% of murdered and missing women knew their perpetrators, and we found that it was actually 44%. We also found so many other things. And we constantly confronted the police about this, about the numbers we found and the numbers they had. And we feel that it's not just us two, the Toronto Star, but also the Globe and Mail and the CBC. All of us came together to push this agenda forward. And I think that's really important to recognize for all of us too. I want to recognize all of our editors as well that worked on this project with us. There were so many of them. Lynn McCauley, you are fantastic, and you always pushed us to do better, to be different, and to figure out how we can help and make things change. Michael Cook, Jane Davenport, you always believed in this story, and it took us a couple years to do it, and you were behind us the entire way. Thank you. Thank you to our tablet team. Thank you to Taylor Shute, our designer, JP Fazo, Fadi. This was a really big, huge team project. Thank you so much. There are so many of us. I wish I could list everyone's names on who helped with this project. You were all remarkable. Andy Bailey, you helped us with the database. A special shout out to you. And I'll stop now, because I could really go on. But I know, right? I did want to say, though, that this is especially, it's quite poignant for me as well. My grandmother is a member of Fort William First Nation. My mother was raised in the bush outside of Thunder Bay. I never knew how to approach this story and how we could make a change and make a difference. And when the entire newsroom got behind this piece, it was so special to me because everyone is finally changing. There's a groundswell of support out there, and I think that we're finally going to see some change happening with the Inquirer that's coming up and with our youth that is behind us and pushing us forward. So thank you to everyone.